On your way to your posture, do a little stretch, a couple of movements, take care of your body. Maybe a twist might feel good. May also want to tilt the head from side to side, roll the shoulders back. And here you can get bonus points if you yawn, sigh, take a deep breath. And then just allow yourself to come into a comfortable posture. Letting the body be relaxed without being slack. Having a sense of uprightness and alertness, while also having a sense of relaxation. And as you land here, bring to mind an intention for this practice. Allow this to be personal, whatever motivates you to practice. But tune into a sense of possibility. We have these amazing practices that have been developed and refined over thousands of years and continue to be adapted, added to. And just tapping into the sense of possibility of practice. And then I'll invite you to notice what in your experience feels grounding. Noticing any sensations that feel restful, stable, consistent. So this might be something like feeling a sense of support, where your body is held, where your body makes contact. You might also notice the sensations of the breath. You might notice the feeling in the hands. You might also notice sounds that are consistent, stable. When your attention lands on something that's grounding, you'll feel a settling, kind of dropping in. You might even feel a sigh come forward. I feel the belly relax. And just hanging out with whatever is grounding for you. Feeling that sense of settling. Feeling your connection with this moment. Being present. being here right now. Now, I invite you to let your anchor, whatever is grounding for you, let that anchor fade into the background. And feel free to return back to that at any point. Some more grounding might feel helpful. And invite into the foreground the sounds that you can hear. Notice sounds that are loud and sounds that are quiet. The whole range from loud to quiet. Notice sounds that are nearby and sounds that are distant. And notice also when there is a seeming absence of sound. Gaps between sounds. A moment of quiet. Or perhaps your environment is actually fairly still or silent. You can even practice this in silence, relative silence, or with noise cancelling headphones by tuning into the silence. Notice how each sound that you hear arises, stays for some time, and then passes away. And notice how sometimes there's a sound that feels more continuous. But there's fluctuations in the sound. All sounds have a vibratory quality. And just allowing all sounds to wash over you. Allowing all sounds to arise, stay, fade away. And allowing my voice to also wash over you. You can take the instructions like you're listening to music, just letting it affect you. Letting the instruction be poured in. Now, I invite you to notice the spaciousness of the field of sound. So tune in to sounds that are distant. Notice that there is a sense that awareness is big enough to extend out to distant sounds. Notice that you hear sounds all around you. Allow this sense of hearing to go in all directions, all around you, like a sphere that grows out from your central location. And here also notice that the sounds you hear can come from behind or beyond solidity. Sounds pass through walls. And so now tune into this quality of hearing, this quality of the awareness of sound that is spacious in every direction and is boundless. There's no boundaries blocking or limiting the sound, limiting this awareness of sound. And here you can rest, allowing the sounds to wash over, allowing all of these sounds to arise and pass within this boundless, spacious awareness. If you're familiar with this practice, feel free to also include other senses here. You might feel through the body, opening up the sense of body sensation. You may also open the eyes and open up the sense of the visual field as another option. I'm going to focus on sound as a way to open up this spaciousness. Now, with this awareness that is spacious, open, might even feel boundless, or it might feel like it doesn't even have a space element, it's everywhere. Then I invite you to begin noticing that the sounds that arise are like waves in an ocean of awareness. There is this awareness that is spacious, open, clear, lucid, and all of the sounds that you hear are appearances in this awareness. Appearances that emerge from this awareness. And come to see all of the sounds like waves emerging from the ocean, appearances emerging from awareness. Every sound is an expression of awareness. Every time you become aware of a sound, the sound and the knowing of the sound occur at the same time, interdependently. The awareness and the expressions of awareness happen simultaneously. Just as waves never stop being the ocean, the expressions, the sounds, never stop being awareness. Every sound a ripple, a wave in the ocean of awareness. Good. And so that's one level of practice. Hearing the sounds as ripples, waves, in that ocean of awareness. You're welcome to stay with that. I'm going to offer the next instruction on expanding this to include all internal experiences. So now notice your internal state and the different events and sensations of your internal world. Notice if there are thoughts. Notice if there are feelings or emotions. Notice if there is a sense of self. Maybe felt as a contraction or a sense that things refer back to you, or a sense that you are doing the meditation or controlling the meditation. And see if you can bring a lot of brightness and clarity to noticing this. And there's absolutely no problem with there being a sense of self, with there being thoughts or emotions. We just want to understand them. see them clearly. And so notice when there are thoughts. Notice when there are emotions, feelings. And notice also if there is a sense of self, a contraction, a solidity to the feeling of being you. And then begin regarding these as waves in the ocean of awareness. Take the view that each arising thought, feeling, emotion, the arising of the sense of self, it's another ocean, another wave in the ocean. Each wave arises out of stillness. It expresses and then falls back in to this still awareness. Seeing each arising internal experience, noticing it clearly, seeing how it arises, how it changes, how it fades away. Seeing each thought, feeling, and emotion as a wave. And if you notice any internal experiences that seem to stick around or stay the same, they don't seem to emerge and fall back into that ocean of awareness, then look really closely at that experience. If it's a thought, notice how thoughts might repeat or they shift slightly. You hear words in different ways each time they come back around. You see an image in your mind, but from a different perspective, or colored differently, clearer or blurrier. Notice how feelings and emotions have a vibratory, shifting quality to them. They never stay exactly the same when you look at them closely. When you bring curiosity. Notice also how the sense of self is changing. You feel somewhat different now than you did at the beginning of the meditation. If the thoughts and emotions are changing, the sense of self is also changing. Seeing all experience like waves and the ocean. All experiences are expressions of awareness. The awareness, the knowing, is always there. The same instant as the sensation. Now rest into this ocean of awareness. There's nothing you need to do. Let the waves wash over you. Rest.